Hello and welcome back to Bombchu News. My name is Andrew, I'm joined by Chris, and we'll be covering news we found interesting today.
Team Ninja has already launched the free-to-play version of Dead or Alive 6. The game, called Dead or Alive 6 Core Fighters, limits players to 4 fighters: Kasumi, Hitomi, Diego, and Base. Core Fighters will also give players access to training, arcade, time attack, quest, and versus modes, as well as online ranked battles. Players in this version won't have full access to the story mode without an additional purchase, but all the other modes you would want are in there in full. Additional characters and costumes are available as individual purchases, as well as an upgrade to the full game. The Core Fighters edition isn't too much of a surprise, as Team Ninja did something similar with Dead or Alive 5, but no one thought it would come this soon after launch. Team Ninja is hoping that with DOA 6 they can start to be taken more seriously in the online fighting game community, and part of that is maintaining a solid player base. While a lot of people might have a passing interest in the Dead or Alive series, or have been fans in the past but haven't invested in the series in a while, getting people to actually buy your game can be difficult if people aren't sure about the game. Releasing this free-to-play version of Dead or Alive looks like the right move, as it's going to bring a lot of people in from the fringe into the game. Even if it doesn't lead to everyone making additional purchases, it still does a lot to expand and maintain the player base, which is often life or death for a fighting game. If you're a past or current Dead or Alive fan, or a fan of fighting games in general, Core Fighters is definitely worth the free download.
Turtle Rock Studios has announced a brand new co-op zombie game. No, it isn't Left 4 Dead 3, but instead Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood was announced via Business Wire yesterday and elaborated more on the official website. The new game is described as, quote, a next-gen cooperative FPS from zombie game visionaries to propel this beloved genre forward, end quote. Turtle Rock Studios has been relatively dormant since the launch and eventual fall of Evolve. This announcement appears to be confirming a return to form for the studio. In addition to the press release, a frequently asked questions section appeared on their website to explain more on the new title. To summarize this new info, Back 4 Blood will be a return to the team's roots. New, fresh ideas will be utilized to improve on their classic formula. It isn't Left 4 Dead 3 but an entirely new IP, and their relationship with 2K is soured to a point where they want all questions about Evolve to be directed to them. There isn't currently an alpha, beta, or release date, but the team wanted to announce the game as early as possible to make sure it wasn't drowned before it even gets a chance to swim. Turtle Rock Studios has proven to be a talented group, so hopefully Back 4 Blood further cements their place in the gaming industry.
No Man's Sky is receiving another big content update this summer. The free update is called Beyond, and is being described as the game's, quote, most ambitious chapter so far, end quote. Beyond was originally planned as 3 separate updates before being combined into one by developer Hello Games. Details were given on one aspect of Beyond, a new multiplayer-focused edition called No Man's Sky Online. This component of Beyond looks like it's going to build on the multiplayer update that was included in last year's Next update. According to Hello Games, No Man's Sky Online will include, quote, a radical new social and multiplayer experience which empowers players everywhere in the universe to meet and play together. Whilst this brings people together like never before and has many recognizable online elements, we don't consider No Man's Sky to be an MMO. It won't require a subscription, won't contain microtransactions, and will be free for all existing players, end quote. While No Man's Sky wasn't exactly the game people wanted when it first launched, Hello Games has put a lot of time and effort into fixing and evolving their game, to the point where it's not only answered most of that early criticism, but is continuing to grow even years after release. Most importantly, Hello Games is doing all of this without charging their players any more money. While there's not a lot of details available now, No Man's Sky Next was a huge step in the right direction, and Beyond looks like it's going to build and improve on that. Look for more info on No Man's Sky Beyond over the coming weeks.
Well, that's all the news we found interesting today. Feel free to share any awesome gaming news we may have missed in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time. A big thank you to Gabriel Skaggs and all our awesome patrons for your support.